I was gonna go for Mad Max Furry Road, but it seemed a bit on the nose. Anyway, Mutant Year Zero Road to Eden is, well, good. It's maybe fitting that this stealthy take on XCOM has snuck out right at the end of 2018, but it's crept right near the top of my favourite games of the year. What a bloody weird game it is as well. Based on a tabletop game of the same name, minus the subtitle, you take control of a party of 3 mutants called Stalkers, who venture out from humanity's last refuge into the Zone. It's wearing its influences firmly on its sleeve. But anyway, they're out there to scavenge supplies, battle ghouls, robots, and other hazards. These stalkers and mutants are the real star of the show. Some are mostly human in appearance, but some are, well, duckmen and fox lassies, all dressed up in Mad Max cosplay. It's really daft, and yet it really works. Part of it's the visuals. The look of the thing is lush. And attention to detail sells the preposterous contradiction of realistic survival gear and cartoonish characters. The other thing is the writing. There's no great drama in any of it, but it's smart enough to know not to take itself too seriously, instead making jokes and having fun as much as possible. Your foes are idiotic monsters or confused murderous robots, and the characters misinterpret the past, with one early gag having them assume a boombox is an ancient bomb of some kind. And that ignorance is thoroughly charming. There's an innocence to them all that's so endearing, like you're looking after a bunch of tough school kids. Play is split into 2 parts. The first sees you sneaking around a post-apocalyptic world, gathering resources on your quest, while setting up ambushes for enemies. When you do ambush or you're caught, you enter that second part, the turn-based XCOM style combat. That sneaky part is the main thing that separates it from its influences, giving you opportunities to turn the odds in your favour before a fight, picking off lone scouts or setting up to take down a tough enemy in your first turn. It's not the only thing that Mutant Year Zero has going for it. There's a world of interconnected areas separated via loading screen, which you can explore on your expeditions, finding bonus areas and side quests. There's a main quest dragging you around the map, but knowing when to return home and buy those vital upgrades is the key to surviving. Learning when to avoid a battle and when that shiny loot is worth the cost is the long game of playing Mutant Year Zero, and I've got a real kick out of slowly becoming a professional, sniffing at a fight and gauging the odds. Unlike XCOM, there's no base management, and none of your troops are interchangeable, expendable grunts. They're set characters you upgrade with new skills and powers, mutations the game calls them. Grant them the ability to fly or turn their skin to stone and other crazy stuff. Coupled with weapon loadouts and special gear, there's a lot to tinker with, but it might not satisfy those used to XCOM where there's so many more options and combinations. It's also not quite as polished, but it still holds together pretty well. Combat is more or less just like XCOM, right down to the specific skills like setting a unit on Overwatch for a turn, or the running gun move. But hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It certainly is brutally fucking hard as XCOM, with disaster coming at you real fast following one oversight or one mistake. Enemies are every bit as capable as you are, and there's a whole lot more of them. This places real emphasis on the stealth though, encouraging you to better your odds ahead of a fight instead of brute forcing your way through. Sometimes it can feel just a bit unfair though, especially when those bigger, meaner units come into play. Don't you dare. Don't you do it. Oh, you wee bastard. You're no locked into missions and expendable units the way you are in XCOM though, which does mean you can save before a fight and just reload if things don't go your way. Some will find that really distracting, the opportunity to save scum whenever, but the chance to save means failure isn't so fucking harsh. It's the look and character of the thing that keep me coming back. I like being in this daft post-apocalyptic world of talking duckmen squaring off against Terminators. That's not something you're getting anywhere else. And when that's wrapped up in a solid, interesting alternative to XCOM, well, that's some quality fucking game. Mutant Year Zero Road to Eden gets a big hearty fucking recommendation for me. Once again, thank you to everyone that supports me on Patreon. This video only exists because of the support you're giving me, so I hope you enjoyed it, and I really, really appreciate everything you've done for me, so thank you.